Another edition of Cautionary Tales from the Red Chair, brought to you by Jake Jelinski.
And Sam Reckner.
Alright, so finished 4th of July. Woo! Go America.
It was interesting.
Always. Fireworks. Did you see the fireworks from Gumby's?
Yes.
How were they? Amazing.
Spectacular.
Yeah, the VIP spots we had were pretty sweet. It was right in front of the barge where they shoot them off, so
Oh, yeah.
it's pretty legit.
Not bad.
Yeah, it kind of hurt my neck since they're right above your head. We were a little too close.
Why don't you lay on the grass?
That's where you get the chiggers.
So what you're telling me is there's some dirty-ass people.
Well, we were in the VIP section, so we didn't have to fight with all the proletariats for seating. So it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I just hung out with the nephews and watched them.
Playing cornhole?
Yeah, it's just so much fun watching the kind of stuff with kids because I really don't care about fireworks.
Yeah,
I mean, once you've seen them, you've seen them.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it
It's
anyway.
like tits.
Yeah, well, not really, because I still want to see all the other tits. I could give a shit less if I see another firework, but I still want to see tits. That's once you've seen them, you always want to see them.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I got that completely twisted.
But, yeah, but the cool part about it is watching them with kids. The oohs and ahs from the kids actually do something for you. You know what I mean? That's when you just look at it and go, I wish I was that simple.
Yeah, that's where all the excitement is.
Yeah.
You know, with them.
Oh, and it's just so much cooler to see the expression on their face because they don't understand fireworks yet. They still think they're magic.
Yeah, of course.
So, I mean, they don't... It's a rocket with propellant that goes up and bursts with different chemicals that create different patterns. You know, they don't understand that kind of stuff. They just look at it and go, sparkly.
Yeah. What did they think of the smiley face ones?
That one was pretty cool. I heard Dylan go, "It's smiling!" Yeah, that was just... It was like it was on cue, too.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I liked that, but I had a good time doing that kind of stuff. Probably got a little too tippy than I should have, but...
Oh, yeah. We got kicked out by the cops.
Kicked out of where?
The park, because I was just sitting there. I'm like, I'm not moving. The cops were like, you gotta go. I'm like, where am I gonna go, dude? I'm just gonna be sitting in traffic. Why can't I just sit right here? He's like, well... The sooner you get to go, the sooner I get to go. I'm like, that's a legitimate point.
It is. But you work for me,
exactly. I'm like, but where am I gonna go?
You should have just started walking out into the river.
Yeah, I know.
Now I'm not on your land, sucker.
And the best part is, like, then I got up, started packing up my chair, and I'm like, why do you got to trump me with rationale and logic? Like, yeah, you got sirens. You'll be able to get out. Me?
Exactly.
No, I'm not.
In fact, you're going to get home before any of us.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it was ridiculous.
That is funny.
Ridiculous. The parking is just insane.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was...
It's not like the streets around here were designed to handle 10,000 people.
All driving separately.
Exactly.
God forbid you carpool.
Oh, all driving 9-passenger SUVs.
With 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Though at least the disc golf and barbecue was fun during the day.
Yeah, it was.
That was a good time.
I just, for everybody that's out there, I just want to say this. We went disc golfing and had a barbecue with probably, 15 different people. And it was at this little community park, I guess you would say. It's a municipal park.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's a county park.
The best part about it is there's a groundskeeper that kept coming around.
The gator guy.
Yeah, he kept coming around and telling us what would happen if somebody else was there. And I'll just give you an instance here, is when we were grilling. Mind you, this is an outdoor grilling area.
Yeah.
There is a little bit of a shelter, over top of it, but it's an outdoor grilling area. So anything that wants to get on these tables can get on these tables.
Yes.
And my dog decided that he wanted to jump up onto one of the picnic tables that nobody was using and lay down on there, so he had a better vantage point of the meal, I guess. And I don't have a problem with that. Screw it. Let him do it. I mean, it's not like he's going to get over there and eat the hamburgers or anything like that, because I'm pretty sure somebody's going to stop him by that point.
Oh, I will.
And so the gator guy is what we affectionately call him nowadays. He's basically the only groundskeeper of the whole park. He comes over and starts to tell us that if a inspector came out,
The health inspector.
yeah, if the health inspector came out and saw my dog sitting on top of an outside table with bird shit on the other end, that he would close down the park. And so immediately, I started going, oh, no, I'm sorry. He just, wanted to get up there. I'll get him down. And then the guy says, oh, yeah, and by the way, if he even saw him in this area, he would shut down the park. Mind you, once again, this is just a little bit of a canopy that they threw over the top of it.
Yeah, it's like cement slab.
On a concrete slab.
Yeah.
Outside, no walls, no doors, no nothing. Bird shit on the tables. Bird shit on the cement.
High schoolers fucking on it.
Yeah.
At night.
And he tells me that if a health inspector came out and saw my dog in this 20 by 20 concrete area, he would shut down the park.
The entire park. No,
I don't know what the fuck a health inspector would be doing out in a community park like that in the first place. It's not like they have a cooking license. I mean, a liquor license. I mean, they don't have anything.
And you cannot have glass out there, sir.
That's what I'm saying. Because who is going to come and...
The sheriff. The sheriff was going to come. He was going to dump out all your beer and then give you a ticket.
Yeah, I thought that one was hilarious, too.
But in his defense, the sheriff did come out after you left.
Can't catch me.
Yeah, he didn't come out. He didn't get out of his car.
Of course not.
Right? And the best part is like, you better hide those glass bottles. And we're like, there are no glass bottles. He's like, no, that Frank's Red Hot, that's a glass bottle. The pickle jars, that's glass. They won't. You'll get a ticket for that.
If you give me a fucking ticket for a pickle jar on the 4th of July...
Yeah,
I will go to court and fight that shit. You better get a good jury.
I know, because I was making those snide comments the whole time to the guy. I'm like, wow, on Independence Day, welcome to the nanny state. I thought this was home of the free.
By the way, if you don't have your tetanus shot, he's going to arrest you.
That's true. You got your immunizations?
Well, I just love that the groundskeeper the entire day was telling us that if somebody else was there, we would get in trouble.
Yeah, but he's the one he's the authority, essentially.
Yeah.
Well,
but he kept telling us, well, if this person comes out, well, if this person had come out, and then when we would actually change it or say sorry about it, no problem. I just wanted to let you know.
Yeah. Just because I can't do anything about it. I just want to annoy.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
I just want to annoy the shit out of you.
That's what I was. Get your own fucking party going on or something. I mean, have a friend come with you on the day.
You missed it because when you left, he was over talking to us because he cleaned up the area, kind of put all of our stuff in a group because he can't just let the shit be. Because he's got to do something. So we were sitting there bullshitting with him after you left, and then all of a sudden this other old guy comes up. He goes, talks to the old guy. Then the old guy walks over to us, starts talking to us, sits down, starts chatting all this stuff up. We're just like, what the hell? He's just some old crazy guy. You know how old people are.
Oh, yeah.
Talking nonsensical.
Oh, I can't wait to get old. That way it's actually acceptable to say stupid stuff, and then I can just watch people's reactions and just laugh in my head. I think it'd be hilarious. Like, in all my days of working in restaurants, one of the funniest things that I've ever heard said but to a waitress that wasn't, vulgar or offensive or anything like that, was from an old couple. And it was just something so simple, yet nobody would actually think about doing it that would be in our age group or, anything like that. When she was seating them, because I still remember it was Nakai. We didn't have a hostess that day, so Nakai just ended up running everybody back. And she sat them, and the guy looked at her, and, we had that little coat room there and everything.
Yeah.
And the guy looked at her and actually said, "Is there some place I can put my belt?"
Oh, nice.
And I was thinking, when she came back into the kitchen and she told us that, I was thinking, that is the fucking coolest thing I've ever heard somebody say to a waitress. Because how do you respond to that? I can take it.
I'll hang it on a hanger with your coat. I want to do that. Walk into a Chinese buffet.
Oh, man.
Anywhere I can hang my belt.
That would be pretty good. Excuse me, are pants strictly meant on this one, or can I just take these off for them? Exactly. I don't want to get anything on them. These are my good pants.
You should be prepared if you're going to a Chinese buffet. You should wear sweatpants.
Something with a breathable fabric.
It's game time. You've trained your whole life for this moment, Sam. And you're going to walk in there with fucking skinny jeans? No. You got to go sweatpants.
With skinny jeans. Nothing about me says skinny jeans.
Well, they're normal jeans. They just look tight on you.
Exactly. That's when I don't get the relaxed fit.
Oh, that's I want to do that. So just to see that Chinese person go, what? Your belt?
I'm not gonna need it when I leave. So
yeah, you'd be like, we need more lo mein.
Probably say something in Chinese that wasn't good for you.
Yeah, no shit. Well, that happened to me out in California when I was getting a foot massage. They the one where you put your foot over like the steaming water, the super hot water, so it steams it, and then they like wash them, massage them, the whole 9 yards. And they gave me the biggest goddamn Chinese dude there, and he's sitting there just mowing on my feet, and they're just ripping on me back and forth the whole time. You can so tell it wasn't even a question. Just making fun of my big old. Because
everybody keeps looking over at you,
and I'm just like this big old bear. This is amazing.
Oh, that's great.
Because he's probably just like probably the biggest feet he's ever fucking seen.
Oh, that's like that. You remember the downtown Hong Kong that got shut down because they were selling drugs out of the back of it?
No, I do not know about the drugs.
When
it was just that good Chinese.
I didn't know about that either. I could have gone for the buffet and left with a Chinese fortune cookie that was better than what I thought.
So maybe that's the thing. Maybe the food wasn't really that good.
It just made you feel good when you went there.
They just kind of sprinkle a little bit in. That egg drop soup.
That's why I got all pie-eyed every time I ate there. No, I still remember when we used to go there on a weekly basis. I still remember that one little old Chinese lady, like the second week that we started doing that. Oh, they back! And she went into the kitchen, and all you could hear was they're just yelling. And then she comes back out, and she goes, "More food on the way." And I was like, "There's a whole fucking buffet right there." But in that place, it only had like the 9 pans. It really wasn't too much. You could actually request what you wanted on the buffet. And it was just hilarious. She literally did. "Oh, are you back?" No. It was just, you could tell they were like, "Fat people here, you cook more." Yeah, it was just absolutely hilarious because as she went in there and started yelling, I remember Tommy and Jason and me kind of looking at each other going, "Yeah, we don't know what that means."
Yeah, that is true. But you're also like, "Thanks, we want some fresh food, and we're going to destroy this old stale shit you have laying there right now."
And we did. That was the funniest part about it. I would always destroy the lo mein. Tommy's big weakness was the egg foo young, and then Jason just swept up the rest.
I was more that way too. Just everything.
Yeah, it was good stuff. It's just hilarious when you talk about racism like that, though.
Wasn't that the same place where the waitress?
Yeah, the only white waitress that worked there gave us that little Chinese drawing that was just so fucking racist.
Oh my god!
I remember looking at that and thinking all she should have done is like put ... behind it, and you could have made your own conclusion. Dun, 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 dun.
Because that happens a lot. Like where people, it's always in the news where people like be like, "Oh, somebody wrote something insulting on my thing," like the check to distinguish who it is, like, "Oh, the fat chicks," or the
fat chick.
Shit like that. They always have stuff like that.
That's why you got to code it. Good personality.
Yep, exactly. But it's just distinguishing characteristics so you know who you're looking for. And that happens on like valet tickets a lot, just because
they don't give a shit.
And they have to know, what's the best way to recognize this person that, I might not be the one on shift when they leave. How is the next guy going to know us? The dude with the fucking triple jowls that just like the fat motherfucker driving the Miata.
The fat chick driving the Miata.
I don't know.
That just doesn't sound right, man. I don't think that even works.
Well, it does. It'd
have to be a convertible because I can't see her using the door.
Okay, it's kind of a debate in semantics. Maybe she's not so much driving a Miata as wearing a Miata.
No, there you go. There you go.
Fucking yabba dabba do.
I thought the dinosaur poked its head out the top.
Oh, yeah, that means she just drives with her feet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I think we beat that horse as much as we can.
So I came across this thing where a new scientist is saying that he solved the mystery of old Nessie.
Bullshit.
Yep.
What is it, a log?
No, according to this scientist, Luigi Picardi.
Oh, I don't believe him already. He's not even Scottish.
I don't know. He says that it's just basically seismic activity that release like bubbles and everything like that. You know.
What?
Yeah. It's just seismic activity. That's all it is.
Oh, my God. Fucker just copied what they say of the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, isn't that the kind of the go-to? It's like the god of science.
Exactly.
Can't explain it? Seismic
You know
activity.
what? I'm going to say it. Fuck science on this one. I'm believing in Nessie if that's what their explanation
Hell yeah,
is.
cryptozoology. We are fans of it.
I'm just saying, that's absolutely bullshit. There's no way in hell that people would say that they saw a serpentine creature swimming through the water, or any kind of a creature swimming, if it was seismic activity releasing bubbles.
Yeah, it's swamp gas.
Reflecting off of the light from Venus.
Oh, yes. Exactly.
No, I'm just saying, how the hell would bubbles swim sideways?
I know.
If people have actually said that they've seen something, a large creature, swimming.
But that's all in their head. Well, you know what it might be, is the seismic activities releasing methane bubbles that then make people high and delirious when they're floating
Methane
through.
would kill you.
Well, it's on the beautiful Goldilocks principle. It's the perfect amount.
Just enough methane just to fuck you up royally.
Just to make you see sea creatures. Not enough to kill you, just to see Nessie.
Yep, exactly.
Mystery solved.
Next case.
Next case.
Bigfoot. Now we are.
Next edition will be brought to you from the Cascade Mountains.
Yep, exactly.
We'll be watching.
It's swamp swamp gases reflecting off of moss. That's why they look hairy.
That is true. It was so funny because after the fireworks down at Wilson Park, people were lighting off Chinese lanterns, and they were like floating down the river and stuff like that. And it was so funny. The cop walks by, and there's this group right behind us that still hadn't left either, and he's kind of kicking us both out. And the cop goes, "What are those?" And I go, "UFOs. They are not Chinese lanterns, sir. You better call
Fire! You're gonna need your shotgun, man."
The best part is only one person in the group next to us got what I was referencing. Mm-hmm. You know, and I'm just like, really? Come on, where's the rest of the UFOologists in this crew?
And I'm sorry, but if you're an adult, how do you not know what a Chinese lantern is?
Yeah. Because they're just floating fucking candles. That's what they look like.
With tissue paper.
Yeah, but you really can't see that at night. It's just like, it's a fuck. And the best part is I even said to the cop, I go, yeah, they're highly illegal. And he's just like, yeah, but they're pretty fun. It's like, but you're kicking me out at the park because it's past park close.
You should have looked at it and went, I'll do a show.
I'm like,
yeah,
me sitting in the park isn't going to burn down somebody's house when it lands on them with the shift of the wind. You know what I mean? It's just, where are your fucking priorities in this country? On the 4th of July, no less. We're getting harassed by gator guys telling us how we can fucking camp.
Gator guys.
And then we go to the fireworks and the goddamn police are harassing me for sitting on the park while there's people lighting fire and flowing it down the river.
Yeah.
Where's this country gone, sir? Tell me.
Down the river.
Down the river. Touche.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just a great one that he didn't even know what the fuck they were.
Exactly.
but we give him a gun.
And he looked no older than 25 as well. So he was just a young punk. That's why I was just kind of like, yeah, F off, buddy.
Oh, isn't it sad when you start seeing cops that are younger than you and just going, you don't know half the shit I know.
And I don't know half the shit I should know.
Exactly.
So what does that say
for you, sir? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of weird that we've hit the age now where it's looking at those guys and going, I was young once too.
Young and idealistic.
Yup.
You will be a shady, cynical cop in no time, sir.
I give you 2 more years.
Exactly.
And all of a sudden you're going to be, this individual was...
This urban individual.
Well,
once he sees the seedy underbelly of St. Cloud, Minnesota.
What? You mean south of the university?
Yes, anything that is true. Hey, but it's not racism. They just happen to be black. It's the cops are
Disclaimer.
Fuck, disclaimer. I'll go on record and say that. The cops are racist. But moving on, we should probably get on to a little less.
I was going to say, you can send your death threats too.
Yeah. Jake Jelinski, care of Cautionary Tales from the Red Chair. P.O. Box 320, St. Cloud, Minnesota 56303.
Return address your ass.
So here, I want to pose to you a hypothetical time.
Oh.
All right. You ready
good
for
at
this?
These.
Okay. For reasons that cannot be explained, cats, the feline variety, can suddenly read at a 12th grade level. They can't talk.
Whoa, what do you mean suddenly?
Just out of nowhere, like, but you wake up in the morning, like, your cat can
Okay,
read.
so, I was just, you
12
kind of
grade
lost me there because I was still thinking cats can read. What the fuck point is
Suddenly.
that? Okay, I gotcha.
Just like tomorrow, all of a sudden cats can read at a 12th grade level. But there's the catch. They can't talk and they can't write.
Then how do we know they can read?
It's just assumed.
Uh-oh. It's just known.
It's just...
Who are you?
It's just... Because the cat is all of a sudden thumbing through fucking magazine. I mean, you wake up in the morning, he's taking a shit in his litter box, fucking reading Mein Kampf.
Yep.
The Hitler cat is just fucking taking it in heart.
I always knew they were Nazis. And they want to eat your eyes.
So they can't read or write. But they can read silently, because obviously they can't talk,
Thumb through.
and understand the text. Many cats love this new skill, because they now have something to do while they poop. No, while they lay around the house. However, a few cats become depressed, because reading forces them to realize the limitations of their existence. So what does this cat read? Nietzsche?
Atlas shrugged.
Exactly. He's reading Descartes. He's like, I read, therefore I am. But I can't speak, therefore I am what? Nothing.
I'm a cat.
I'm a cat. So basically, some of them love it. Some get depressed because they're reading too much Nietzsche and, and stuff like that. And not to mention the utter frustration of not, being unable to express themselves in general. So, this being the case, sir, do you think the average cat would enjoy Garfield, or would cats find this cartoon to be an insulting caricature?
I'm absolutely amazed that that's what the question was. Like, see, I waited all that time to find out if cats would get pissed off at Garfield.
Yes.
Wow.
They find it a great literary feat or just insulting. Like, really?
Well, I'm going to say this right off the bat. If they find it insulting, cats are little bigots. Because if they could read all the other comic strips about humans and laugh, and they couldn't read Garfield and laugh, what does that say about cats?
That is a fucking...
They just want to eat your eyes.
That's a great point.
I mean, Kathy can go arg all she wants, but Garfield can't.
And you think they would love it because he's pushing Odie off the table.
That's what I'm saying. He's outwitting John and kicking the shit out of a dog and eating anything he wants.
It's lasagna mostly. And you tell me a cat that turned down lasagna.
I don't think I've ever offered a cat lasagna.
Well, we need to do a study.
I think we do. Meat or no meat.
Exactly. My favorite part...
Alfredo lasagna or none.
Ooh.
I see it. I see it now.
All right, we got a test going. But my favorite part of the whole Garfield stick and ruse was where he'd always mail Nermal to Abu Dhabi.
I know. Just such an awkward place to be.
Especially for a cute kitty.
I know. They'd probably eat him.
No, they'd burger her up. Somebody would make her one of his wives.
I don't know. I just love her. She's always got that little ass in the air. Oh.
So yeah, that's the final answer on that. I think they would find this cartoon to be, enjoyable.
I think so too. Who the fuck thought of that?
I don't know, but I just...
God damn it. If the person that thought of that hypothetical question is out there listening, I just want to say, get a fucking life. I mean, seriously, what the fuck are you smoking?
Hey.
I want some.
Exactly. All right, I got another one for you. Okay. Someone builds an optical portal that allows you to see a vision of your own life in the future. It's essentially a crystal ball that shows a randomly selected image of what your life will be like in 20 years from now.
Okay.
You can only see into this portal for 30 seconds. When you finally peer into the crystal, you see yourself in a living room. This is what you're seeing right now. You're sitting in a living room, 2 decades older than you are today, God willing. Well, apparently this is going to happen. So you are going to live 20 years because it's written in stone. So, you're 20 years older than you are today. You're watching a Canadian football game.
What the fuck? Can I beat the shit out of myself?
No, but you're just visioning this. So you're sitting there watching a Canadian football game, and you're extremely happy about this. You're wearing a CFL jersey. Your chair is surrounded by books and magazines that promote the Canadian Football League. There are CFL pennants covering your wall. You're all alone in this room, but you are gleefully muttering about historical moments in Canadian football history. It becomes clear that for some unknown reason, you'll become obsessed with Canadian football. And this future is static and absolute. No matter what you do, this future will happen. The optical portal is never wrong. This destiny cannot be changed. The next day, you're flipping through the television channels and randomly come across a preseason CFL game between the Toronto Argonauts and the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Knowing your inevitable future, do you watch it? Do you watch it? You know it's going to happen. You're going to be a CFL fan regardless. So basically, do you embrace it now? Or do you wait? The Saskatchewan Roughriders.
I'd see if hockey was on.
That'd be so funny since, you and I, hockey lovers. Canadians love hockey. But yeah, you're going to be obsessed with Canadian football.
Yeah, I think that's just a hilarious question to pose to us to begin with because we don't really like the NFL, and that's where the best players are. So why would you want to like the second best league?
All I'm saying, no, the rationale is you're going to love it. In 20 years, it's going to be your life.
I will be the exception to the rule.
No, this is static. It cannot be changed.
I'll shoot myself.
Whoa. You're taking option B.
Yeah.
No, that'd be C at this point. Well, because that's the only other...
Well, I probably would shoot myself after watching a couple of minutes of it going, this is what 20 years is going to be? Seriously? I got 20 years of this to look for?
See, me personally, if I knew that was going to be my ultimate future, there's no way I can change it besides, shoot myself in the face. But this says it cannot be changed. So even if you shoot yourself in the face, according to this, this is flawed in general. So you found a loophole, I think, because you can always shoot yourself in the face.
Yeah, that or just gouge my eyes out or something. I'd take the easier road.
No, that's probably why you were muttering historical.
definitely in 16.
But no, me personally, if it was absolute, I was gonna be a CFL fan. The only thing preventing it from happening was killing myself. And it says I come across a preseason game tomorrow. Would I watch it? No, I'd wait for regular season.
Don't want to start with all the players you're never going to see again.
Exactly. So, CFL. Not a fan, I take it, huh?
I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Really? Their end zone is weird because I think it's 20 yards, and the field goal post is in the front as opposed to the back, just like old school NFL.
Nice. So you can run into it.
You can use it as a pick too, which is pretty slick as like an extra kind of defender, or it's pretty. It make the game a little more interesting.
You know what I think would make it really interesting for football is to put two players in there that don't have any affiliation with either team.
Okay, that just like muckrakers.
Yeah.
That just disrupt shit. Like all of a sudden, well, what would be the rules for that? Would it just be where they would rove like even in between plays? You got to keep your eye out because they're just like, slicing your Achilles and shit. Or what?
You didn't bring your shield.
Like,
no, I'm saying one on offense, one on defense. Like do a Iron Man type deal, but you wouldn't have to do an Iron Man thing. You could sub them in and out. Just one on offense and one on defense. That it has nothing to do with the actual teams.
Then what would their be purpose? What would
they would be on offense or defense? You know what I mean?
To help,
yeah,
and to hurt,
yeah.
That's just I don't understand what it would do.
It would just disrupt actual plays because those two guys wouldn't know the plays. They wouldn't know anything. I think it would be fucking hilarious.
And it has to be on offense. It always has to be the quarterback.
No, I'm saying just have them the all around kind of guys, not the huge 300-pounder guy, but not the 180-pounder.
So you're basically like a tight end on the offense, an auxiliary type player. No, probably a fullback because that's more of an auxiliary player.
Like a fullback,
and then like a free safety, or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Just rolling,
just
around.
like those the size guys, just do whatever the hell they want to do.
I just don't see their motivation to do it though.
They get paid,
but just I don't.
It's kind of like the refs. You just do it. Come on, tell me that wouldn't be hilarious.
I think my idea better are slitting Achilles.
They say they're gladiators. Prove it, Dan.
Yeah, prove it. They definitely need to go back to the leather helmets. I think that would make the game a lot more interesting.
The first couple of years would probably be pretty badass because there'd be guys just fucking cracking their shit open. And remember, tackle, not hit.
Yeah. But the sad thing is it would reduce concussions.
Oh, yeah, it would.
Long run.
Oh, fucking definitely.
Because that's the whole problem with those idiots. They got those helmets on, and it's not going to bust open your skull, but it's still going to turn your brains into mashed potatoes.
Oh, yeah. Not only that, but so instead of having 30, 40 concussions a year throughout the league, you'd have one death.
Hey, that's well worth it.
Exactly.
That puts fucking butts in
That's 29 other people
saved. Yep. That's 29 less junior Seaus.
Exactly.
Because they're saying there's pretty conclusive evidence that leads to head injuries to suicidal behavior later in life.
Oh,
Sam.
So you only got to live like a king for 20 years. Sorry. Must have been rough.
It was.
Yeah, you're never going to convince me that I should give a shit about these guys.
Why not? How about it was Mikko Koivu?
I like watching him play.
That's it. Other than that, you have no invested interest in anything he does?
I have no loyalties to a person.
As soon as he's traded, which is inevitable with our fucking organization.
Yeah, exactly. Well, not with Koivu. He is our star. I mean, he's our franchise player.
Clutterbuck. He's my star.
Well, yeah, I'm saying he's our franchise. But I'm just saying, I have no invested interest in him other than him playing. Yes, right now he is a god to me because he's the best player that we have all the way around. In fact, I would honestly say he's probably one of the better players in the league to be all the way around. To be offense, defense, transition, special teams, all that shit.
Face-offs.
Exactly. I mean, he's one of the most underrated. Definitely. He's in the top 10 players in his position in the league, is what I think.
Oh, 100%.
I don't think you're going to get any analysts that'd say stuff like that.
And it's more because he doesn't bury the puck that much. He passes more. And just does. And that's what... He's not flashy because he's so good at what he does. He makes it look that easy, where you really don't even notice him because he's just playing sound. But you notice it, on the defensive end, I'm trying to say.
Oh, yeah.
On the offense, he's passing and dishing, creating beautiful plays.
Well, the thing that I find funny about him that you don't really see on too many players that are as... Well, they get as little time on programs like ESPN and shit like that.
Yeah.
Is how he's always working.
Yeah.
Even though the puck's not around him, he's still taking one guy, at least.
Exactly.
And when you start getting the type of stars around him that we have, and he's still getting one guy on him at all times. Even if he's on the blue line, somebody's actually playing deeper because he's there. So it's just one of those things where that shows what player respect has. They won't even allow him to be 5 feet away from anybody.
Exactly. And that's the thing is, he's not highly touted outside of the league, but the players in the league know he's legit.
Oh, yeah.
But nobody knows shit about hockey outside the league and the core fan base anyway. I mean,
you can even look at how his brother was playing him. His brother was playing him closer than anybody that I've seen play him because he's just like, no. If I give him a step, he's around me.
Oh, exactly.
He's a little tricky bastard.
Saku is quite a bit older.
I think he's 8 years older too.
Yeah.
But Sako's even said it. He's better than Sako was in his prime.
Yeah.
So. I mean, he did. He had the knowledge of his dad, and then his brother, 8 years older than him, got to coach him too.
Exactly. And to play against somebody that's that much more developed, you're going to step your game up just to keep up.
Exactly.
And not be a fool. So that's probably what, helped a lot in the development too, is just being manhandled all through growing up. So then when you're playing against kids your own age, you're just smoking them. Because you're used to playing against a kid that's got 8 years on you.
Yeah.
Every day you play against them, and I bet you just whooped his ass as a kid. Cross checkers.
Well, my brother's only 3 years older than I am, and he beat the shit out of me in sports. So if it's anything like that,
but it might be almost to the cusp where he was so much older that he almost would maybe have babied him. But I don't think if you're playing hockey, when you get up to the level where you're going to actually be around him, he's going to be whooping on you.
Well, not only that, but I'm going to say if you're the kind of person that's actually competitive enough to step your game up to make it to the upper echelons of the sport to begin with, you're not the kind of person that usually takes it light on anybody.
That is true.
I mean, there's very few times, unless you're an NBA or an NFL or, NHL, MLB, if you're in those leagues and you're playing with 6-year-olds at a training camp, then you don't dunk in their face and go, my nuts are on your chin. But, I mean, if it comes down to it, that's why these guys got to that, is they fucking went 100% every single time they could.
Did you see that documentary about the greatest game ever played where they had the Team USA, the Dream Team scrimmage? And Jordan and Magic Johnson just went at it.
Okay, yes. I didn't know you were talking about the NBA Dream Team. I thought you were talking about Miracle on Ice or something like that.
No, still, sorry. Moving on to basketball.
Yeah, those guys actually hated each other for a long time there. But then again, if you get the NBA or any of those guys, I mean, they're also...
So... Little phone action.
Yeah, they're also competitive and so above everybody else that they're the star of their team.
Yeah.
So if you get another guy who is the same kind of star as you are, I mean, it stands to reason that you're going to have some clashes.
Oh, exactly. But just the competitive, like, go back to the competitive nature that you're just talking about, is even in just a scrimmage, and they're facing the world, so they are literally on the same team.
Yeah.
And they're just like, nah, I'm going to show you up. And I guess, they had video, like, really crappy video of it that they showed on this documentary, but those guys were just going at it.
Mm-hmm.
Just jawing back and forth. That'd have been fun to see. That was when basketball was sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just pad every team, and you could basically have a 6-team league. That's what we see these days in the NBA.
Well, it's
you
not
could
only
lose
that.
half the NBA.
The part that I
care.
hate about the NBA is that every single fucking play up and down the court is a fucking foul.
Or it could be, and should be.
I mean, it's hilarious to think that if it's not a block, it's a foul.
Yeah.
And it's just... It starts to get monotonous where you're just like, seriously, more free throws.
Yep.
More free throws. They get into the bonus, like, within the first 2 minutes of the period.
Exactly.
It's not even fun to watch anymore, because literally all it is a showboating offense and no defense.
Yeah. And the last minute and a half on the game clock is the worst.
Oh my god, it's 20 minutes long.
So boring.
Yes, it is.
So fucking boring. I'm sorry. Hockey is where it's at. It's the best sport. And it's sad that they don't get any respect. Like, you see, like, what is it? Sports Center, live from the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Live from the Super Bowl. Live from the World Series. I think...
And the Blackhawks won, in other news.
Yeah, exactly. well, Barry Melrose will have more on that in an hour.
Yeah.
It's just... I'm hoping it was an amazing playoffs and finals this year. I'm hoping that is starting to help catch it on.
No.
It's gotta.
The NHL was gaining speed, and then they had a full year off.
Yeah.
Not even a decade later, and they have another strike.
Yeah.
They're shooting themselves in the foot, and they should know it.
That is true. Because even I'm not as fanatical as I used to be. Before, when the Wild came, 2000, I was fanatical up until 2003, 2004 season, where they were locked out. And then I was basically like, whatever, kind of got a little more into it. And then they had this half-season bullshit, and I'm just like, especially after we spend $200 million as a franchise, and you lock us out for half a fucking season.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. That's... unacceptable.
Yep.
As just fans, as business, and I mean everything. It just, it actually came out that it really didn't even hurt, like, St. Paul that much for not having the Wild there, which is, I don't know what that says. Because I know that was like a huge thing where they're like, oh, they're hurting all the area businesses, but there's actually a report that came out and said, no, they're actually not doing that bad since there's no hockey. But it's just like, I don't get it. Why it just isn't popping like the other sports.
Because you've got a sport that in some of the bigger places that people watch, you have 22,000 people.
Yeah.
And the difference in that being that some of the football arenas, some of the baseball arenas, stuff like that, you got 80,000 people.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like fucking Texas Stadium.
Yeah.
It's like
huge difference.
Can be 100,000 in those people. So.
Yeah, every one game, if they sell out there, is 5 games at the XL if they sell out.
Yeah.
So...
But, I mean, if they had more of a demand, they could be filling up those...
Oh, yeah.
arenas.
But they keep shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah. So you basically are just equating it to all the constant strikes and not being a consistent product.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, people aren't going to want to... Like, if you would have gotten into being a fan, like, 2001, 2002, then 2003 and 4 come.
Yeah.
And you're like, seriously? I just started liking this sport.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now I'm going to go back to watching something else.
Yeah, and I think my hope is that the proliferation of high-definition television will help with hockey, because I know when I was younger, That was one of the most frustrating things.
Couldn't see where the puck was.
Yeah,
you had to know the game to know where the puck was.
Oh, yeah, even know what was going on. Because you fuzzy TV.
Yeah.
Good God. I remember...
Who was it that tried to do the blue line?
Oh, Fox.
Yeah.
Where they had, the trail behind the puck. And then they'd actually poke out the boards so you could see the puck when it went by the audience and stuff like that. They thought that... It made it look like a video game.
It did. It was like Tron.
It was...
He shot the blue disc.
It was kind of cool for a novelty purpose, but really annoying to watch if you're a true fan.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what the hell is going on.
Yeah, after the first
really?
period, I was sitting there going, this is ridiculous. Why are they playing with lasers?
And who are they pandering to?
Yeah.
If you're too stupid to understand what's going on, ugh. And people they don't understand the concept of. I mean, I don't understand. I think it's from the whole era from 70s to 90s where it got a really bad name for just being like...
Thuggish?
Yeah, the Broad Street Bullies and just fight.
The Hanson brothers.
Yeah, did you notice? No fight. This entire finals, most of the playoffs, there's a few...
Playoffs, they usually don't fight. Like, unless you're getting a blowout game.
Because it's such a momentum switch. You don't know which...
You better know you're going to win.
Exactly.
And nobody's going to start that fight. Like, the little guy's not going to go up against your big guy, even though he's pissed off.
And the sad thing is, in the playoffs, you can inspire the other team by kicking the shit out of one of their dudes. It's just such a... You don't want to fuck with the flow.
And you don't want to even have a chance of pissing off the league and getting suspended.
Exactly.
So if you throw your gloves off or instigate too much, the league might actually give you a game suspension or... Yeah, so...
Or even just taking a penalty for trying to goat somebody into a fight.
Yep.
Is going to hurt your team so much.
Oh, yeah.
That's between, a fight like that is the difference between golfing and hoisting the cup.
Yep. And the difference that you're going to talk about there is if you really have a problem with some dude, you take it out the first time you meet each other next season.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And there's plenty of that shit. Like the ones where they say, these guys haven't met since the playoffs. And then, like the first or second shift, they're already throwing gloves down.
Yeah.
You know for a fact it was some...
Hopefully they weren't starters because they'd probably do it right on the puck drop.
Yeah. It's
way.
that much where you just like, you pissed me off so much last time, I got to get this out of my system so we can play hockey.
Exactly.
And that's what people don't understand about the sport, is they actually go, oh, they allow the fighting like that? Well, let's just put it to you this way. If you actually are smart enough to understand what these guys are doing, you give them 2 blades, you give them a stick, and then you allow them to go like 25 miles an hour. If they don't get some aggression out of them...
With blades on their feet.
Like I said, you give them 2 blades and a stick, and they're going like 25 miles an hour. Somebody's going to get fucked up if you don't allow them to fight.
That is very true.
Especially if they're headhunting. Because if they're headhunting, they can fuck you up in the neutral zone.
I'm surprised they don't even have that. Just some guy that doesn't even have a stick.
Just gets on the ice and points to somebody just to fuck with them.
Exactly. It's like, I'm not even going to play the puck.
Just start chasing them around the ice. They're not even in the play.
I'm going from the bench to punching you in the face to the penalty box and back to the bench.
Yep.
Repeat as necessary.
They don't give me a stick because then I can actually get across the ice faster.
Like that movie Goon.
Yep.
I loved that movie. That was so good. Anybody out there hasn't seen Goon, recommend it highly.
It is a good one.
2 enthusiastic thumbs up by Jake.
That's our new movie segment, huh?
Yeah. Enthusiastically approved. Brought to you by Jake and Sam. Name of our segment. Or, how if we don't enthusiastically approve of it, we won't review it. We're going to be positive here, folks. We're not going to give any negative
We're not going to be like the rest of those shows.
Exactly. We're just only going to tell you about movies we love. Because I don't want to be a Debbie Downer.
A Debbie Downer. Love it.
Hey, you know what we should do? Have a little session of Would You Rather.
Ooh.
So, Sam, would you rather be 4'5" or 7'7"? I'm going tall.
Yeah, if you're going to give me 4'5" or 7'7", I'm going to go 7'7" and get an NBA career.
Nice. Would you rather have legs as long as your fingers or have fingers as long as your legs?
I would have fingers as long as my legs. You know how fucking awesome that would be? You could kick somebody in the ass and you wouldn't even have to get off the stool. Although if you had fingers as long as your legs, I don't know if your arms would support them.
Well, you'd have to.
I'm going to have to do more research on this before I can answer that one.
Okay. But you have to just answer. So you're going to go with you're going to have fingers as long as your legs.
That's fine.
Yeah, okay. How about would you rather be able to run at 100 miles per hour or fly at 10 miles per hour?
I'm going to fly.
You're going to fly at 10 miles per hour? I don't know, 100 miles an hour running, but yeah, you can't get over oceans. But as 100 miles an hour, can I hydroplane like that lizard over the Atlantic?
Maybe if you had snowshoes or like something like that.
Yes.
But it doesn't say that you can. It just says you can run 100 miles an hour. I can't run more than 2 blocks, so I don't think I could get up to 100. You know what I mean? At 10 miles an hour, lazily flapping my arms, I think I could do that for a while.
Makes sense. All right. Would you rather sweat mayo or have to poop a softball?
Sweat a nail?
Sweat mayo.
Mayo?
Yeah. Like when you're just sweating, you got a mayo. You get like fucking making tuna salad and shit on a hot day.
That's disgusting.
So would you rather do that or poop a softball? Is it a poop the size of a softball, or am I literally pooping softballs? Because this is money making.
I'm thinking, yeah, if you're pooping softballs, that's like $5 every time you sit down.
I'm going to the local park and selling these at games.
It's not going to feel good for the first couple of times, but I think you'd actually kind of work your way into it after a while.
Because I don't think anybody's going to be buying my sweat mayo jarred up.
That is disgusting.
But
I could never wear clothes because I sweat easily.
I
would be male clothes all the time. You know how sticky I'd be and like fucking slippery?
So yeah, I want to poop softballs.
Although that'd be awesome for like crimes, because the more you run, the slipperier you are when they try to tackle you.
That is true.
Never gonna get me.
Oh my god! So official answer: pooping softballs to make money. That's mine.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt, but I'd pick it. I'd just take a bunch of Vicodin or something the first time. You know, like a proper lady.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Would you rather talk like Jar Jar Binks, but there's a caveat: you are not allowed to kill yourself, or look like Jar Jar Binks? Same caveat: you cannot kill yourself. Look, or would you want to talk like him or look like him?
If it came down to it, I'd say talk like him, because I could always write shit down on paper.
But it would be hilarious, because you know what kind of sweet gig you'd get as like a children's entertainer if you looked like him.
You'd know you'd never get pussy again if you looked like him?
No. Go to a fucking Star Wars convention and you were going to slay hoes.
I don't know about that. Because masks come off.
But my alien penis is hot.
That's what I'm saying. Who knows? Maybe he doesn't even have a penis.
It could be like a furry convention. I'm not, where they dress up in those outfits?
Yeah, I don't want to do all that.
But if you're Jar Jar Binks, where else are you going to get some pussy? Is besides a Star Wars convention.
That's what I'm saying.
You'll be like, I'm really into cosplay, and I can't come out of this. You're just going to have to jerk this off, and trust me, it will inseminate you.
I just think, I think the talking would be the better of the two.
Okay. I still want to fuck some Star Wars chick as Jar Jar Binks. But that's my own cross to bear.
It is.
I won't lay that upon you.
Apparently, I'm going to say, I never heard of this one before. We've been friends longer than we haven't. And never had this fuzzy talk, or furry talk with you. I don't even know that might be just a sci-fi.
Yeah.
Sci-fi fantasy.
I
would like to fuck a chick dressed like everything from Star Trek.
Talk about live long and prosper. Fuck. right. So, would you rather have a dragon or be a dragon?
Oh, I would be the dragon.
You want to be? You were all excited about.
Hell yeah, that'd be awesome. I would terrorize villages.
Would you steal lovely virgins?
You're right. I would have a lot of. I'd have 77 of them just to go fuck you.
What if some knight came into your lair trying to steal the damsel in distress? And all of a sudden pokes you in the fucking eye.
If I got 77 of them, I'd just be like, yeah, go ahead and pick one. I was going to go steal another one anyway.
I don't want one. I want Guinevere. Guinevere is who I am after.
Go ahead and find her. Just know this. She is defiled.
She will not be wearing white on your wedding day, sir. All right. Would you rather be sexually attracted to fruit or have Cheetos dust permanently stuck to your fingers?
What do you mean, would I rather be sexually attracted to fruit? You telling me that you haven't seen a cantaloupe that looks like it's...
A little cantaloupe?
Yeah, it just begging to be put in the microwave for 45 seconds on high.
So gross. Oh my god, really?
You asked.
Plantain.
Don't play the game if you don't want to hear what it comes.
I feel sorry for the plantain section at your local grocer.
Well, it's organic.
So you'd rather? So what would you rather do?
What was the second one?
It's either being sexually attracted to fruit, or would you rather have Cheetos dust permanently stuck to your fingers? And I fucking hate that.
I do too.
I eat Cheetos with a spoon in a bowl for that very reason, sir.
That's a hard one.
So would you want to fuck fruit?
I think I'd rather do that one just because of the fact that you're not really hurting anybody.
Yeah, you're just banging a cantaloupe.
That's what I'm saying. But the
whole
Cheetos thing would just be so stupid because you get like the
everywhere.
Orange shit it goes on your clothes.
Yeah, you couldn't wear white ever again.
You couldn't wear anything ever again.
Good luck finger banging your girl.
Gross.
Would it probably be better than jalapeno oil?
You'd end up making like a paste.
Oh.
Maybe that's where they come up with cheese sauce.
Dude, yeah, I was going to say, that's probably what's in those Ritz cracker films that you buy.
Keep churning.
Let's talk about pasteurized. Okay, let's go to something else. Would you rather never have to worry about money or live in a world with Pokemon?
What the?
That's really. They're one and the same. Because I live in this world that has Pokemon, and I have to worry about money.
I'm not.
So it's basically asking you: would you give up money? Would you give up Pokemon? I don't understand.
I'm not really too positive what Pokemon are. I know they're like little Japanese things, but is it
literally like with these characters existing, or just with the mythos of Pokemon and the games and the cartoons and the toys and the shit like that existing?
That might be what they mean.
Or is it in a world where it's like Pokemon, where I gotta capture fucking creatures and then fight them in arenas? Because I would rather never have to worry about money than deal with that shit.
Yeah, me too. Even if it's the one that you were talking about where it would never exist, so nobody would be annoyed by it. Yeah. I can easily turn my head, especially if I'm looking at another $100 bill in my wallet.
And have,
yeah,
because I ignore it.
I really don't even know what they are. I just know they're little fucking Japanese creatures. You're saying that they actually fight them in an arena?
Well, this is the cartoon concept, but it's like a card game, like Magic.
Well, I know it's a cartoon. I didn't think there was real fucking Pokemon that they're fighting. I'm just saying, that's what the whole premise of it is they fight them in an arena?
Yeah.
Holy shit, I can't believe that's even allowed.
My Little Pikachu thing. No, this is in the cartoon.
Yes, I understand that, but I can't even believe that's allowed to be viewed.
The fighting of beasts?
Exactly.
But they don't, kill each other. They just get, hurt. Well, the main character kills other things. But not gruesomely. It's magical. I don't know. It's creepy.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. It's just Japanese, man.
Just getting them ready so that when they're 12 or 13, they can start fighting dogs or something.
Oh, I mean, you went deep on that. I didn't.
It's just a weird message to give kids that you go and capture animals and fight them in a ring.
That is true. But they're magical beasts.
I don't fucking care. That's a weird fucking message, man. My kids watch Barney. I don't give a fuck how annoying that guy is. He didn't fight dogs in a ring or anything.
Oh, that is true. Well, don't let them watch Sunday football then.
I'm saying. Well, I have my one of those new smart TVs, so I can actually block Michael Vick out. It's just a little blur.
That'd be great. All right, so next one. Would you rather be the best racquetball player in the world or find $65 on the street? Ooh. Just $65 cash or be the best
I'm going to say the best racquetball player in the world because I believe that I could hustle people out for more than $65.
See, well, you wouldn't have to hustle them because you just go on tour, and that's why I would say I just want to find the $65 because being the best racquetball player in the world means is I'd have to like travel, play fucking racquetball all the time.
You do that for 1 year, and then you just say, all right, this is where I live. If anybody wants to challenge me, this is where they have to come.
Exactly. And I'd just sit there and pose with my model of racquetball racket like, hi guys. It just sounds like a lot of work. And then I'd have to run around and actually play racquetball.
Racquetball's fun.
I've never played, but it looks like a lot of running.
It is.
And it looks
and
like
you get hit hard with a ball.
That's another thing I see, too. And you got to wear goggles. You can lose eyes.
Not if you wear goggles.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You got to wear goggles because you can lose eyes. And then don't you run into
really
those?
Lose eyes. It's just more or less...
They hang out, pop out of the socket when you get hit with a goddamn ball.
No, what I'm saying is it's more or less just keep you from getting a black eye.
Oh, I heard about eyes popping out.
Wow.
Cautionary tale.
Of the racquetball court.
So maybe we should play racquetball sometime. I don't have a racket.
I've got like 3 of them.
Well, then we should book an appointment at our local racquetball club.
No, I'm into squash now.
So I'm going $65. You're going racket. All right, but we're going to play racquetball, right?
Sure.
All right. Now, would you rather speak Would you rather speak any language fluently or be able to talk to animals?
That's kind of...
Isn't it one and the same?
Yeah, that's kind of an oxymoron. Because every language, animals have their own language. That's a language.
True that. All right.
You can't really differentiate just because they're animal, they don't have a language.
Yep. So there is no difference. That's our answer. Okay.
I'm going to speak every language, bitches.
Bitches, even animal. Okay. So would you rather not have sex with a goat?
Not doing that one.
So you want to have sex with a goat? Because it says, would you not?
Well, after you've had cantaloupes and watermelons, you got to step up.
All right, so let me get this out because I think this is a weirdly phrased one. I think.
Wait! Before you do that, that reminds me of that joke though. That why do farmers have sex with sheep on cliffs?
Why?
Because they push back.
That was bad.
I know.
All right.
And that was even worse.
I
know. No, ladies and gentlemen, that was not a setup. He just did that.
Yep. Hey,
that just happened.
My swagger is so cheesy. You know it. All right, so would you rather not have sex with a goat and have everyone think you had sex with a goat, or have sex with a goat and no one ever finds out? So basically, you're not going to fuck the goat, be called a goat fucker, or fuck the goat and not be a goat fucker by society.
It's a weird one, because if I answer that, everybody will know anyway.
That you fucked a goat. But what would you rather do? Be known as a goat fucker or be a goat fucker?
I think I can handle being known as one.
Me too, because I don't think I could fuck a goat. There's just some things you can't undo, and that just leaves a stain on your karmic soul, so deep and so dirty.
Well, the one thing that I can honestly say though is, I don't understand rape in any sort because of the fact.
How if she was fucking asking for it, prancing around, freshly shorn.
But what I'm trying to say here is,
hindquarters swollen.
I'm not even saying just for an animal. I'm saying rape in any form, like human or anything, even if it's like the hottest chick.
No, I was talking about human.
Just because of the fact that it's kind of that thing of how you even get aroused is because the attraction between the two of you and wanting to have sex, that kind of stuff. So I don't understand how somebody's ever looked at a goat's ass or any animal in that case and been like, she's checking me out. Like
when you have absolutely nothing else to stick your dick in.
That's why you got two hands.
But sometimes it's not enough. And you just can't fuck a snake hole every day.
Snakes in there sometimes.
But
you gotta be real careful with that.
That is true. So that's a tough one though, because the society would think you're a goat fucker, or you could actually be a goat fucker and nobody would know. I just couldn't fuck a goat.
No, like I said, I don't think I could ever get aroused enough to do that, because I don't know. My mind would be playing tricks on me the whole. I could be thinking, eyes closed, thinking about whatever, the nastiest porn I've ever seen, and
still,
my mind would still be going, that's a lot of fur,
Exactly. This is a big old 70s bush. I'd have to be watching 70s porn. All right. I can get into this. This makes sense now.
I mean, your mind would still say that's a fucking goat.
Exactly.
Oh, you couldn't do that. Yeah, I'd be known.
Yeah.
Let it be known. I have fucked goats. Disclaimer.
Because I haven't fucked goats.
Yep.
Because if I did, nobody would know.
Exactly.
Oh. So I'm not going to answer. All right. So would you rather only be able to whisper or only be able to shout? Well, that's not a question.
Yeah, is that a question?
I'd only want to be able to whisper. I wouldn't want to shout. You'd shout always.
Yeah,
and
for those of you who aren't sitting here with us, I'm like 10 feet away from the microphone right now.
Okay. Would you rather eat a pine cone or poop a pine cone?
Oh, that's easy.
But wouldn't you is it one preceded?
I would rather poop it just so I could go, what the fuck? I did not eat a pine cone.
Exactly. Because one is, always, it's like preceded by the other. Because now you're going to poop a pine cone if you didn't eat a pine cone.
That's kind of what I'm saying. I would like that mystery one day of going, where did that come from?
I love that answer. I'd rather poop it, so I could be like, where did that come from?
I'm the mystery man with softballs and pine cones coming out my ass. Doctors cannot explain it.
Oh my god.
Apparently I'm part tree. That's on my mother's side.
Okay. Would you rather change gender over time? Oh, sorry, over time.
I was going to say what my dick's just going to fall off. I think that's leprosy.
No, sorry, let me re-say that. Okay. Would you rather change gender every time you sneeze or not be able to tell the difference between a muffin and a baby?
I have no idea what the second one even means.
So you're going to be eating babies or baking babies.
Well, that really wouldn't make anything for me because I think I haven't eaten a muffin for like 25 years or so. So
you basically would rather not be able to tell the difference between a muffin and a baby.
No, I'd actually want to change genders. I think that'd be kind of funny.
Every time you sneezed?
Why not?
That'd be so weird during sex.
I don't think I've ever sneezed during sex.
I have. She thought I came. It got me out of there quicker.
Huh.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, I can't say that as I can ever remember sneezing while having sex, but...
So, yeah, you'd rather change gender every time you sneeze?
I think it'd be kind of funny.
Yeah, it'd be convenient. Like, the men's room is...
And I'm going in the ladies.
Yes, he is. All right, last one. Would you rather watch your parents have sex every day of your life or join in once to stop it?
Oh.
So, what would you rather do? Would you watch your parents have sex every day or just one time? You had to man up and fucking sodomize your mother and father and never have to do it again.
No, it didn't say anything like that. It just said join in. So, like, I just pat him on the back and go, you're doing a good job.
No. I am saying you're going to have to penetrate one. No, you're going to have to penetrate both. And at least one is going to have to penetrate you. That's joining in. Other than that, you're just watching.
That's a bad one.
So every day, watching your mom and dad get it on. Or join in once to stop it. And never have to think or see it again. What is your choice? I know what my choice is.
I'm going to have to go with every day on that one. I don't think I could. Not at all.
And it also is, what's the duration that you have to watch it?
That's
like through to fruition? Like, do I got to stay for the money shot?
The vinegar strokes.
Yep. Oh, that's something I never want to see. Well, luckily I don't have to worry
just
about
pop your head in and be like, hey, I'm going to the store.
Exactly. Like, oh, you just banging it out.
Throw some covers on, will you?
Yeah. And yeah. That's a tough one.
That's a gross one. Why did we stop on that one?
Because it was the last one on the list.
That was ridiculous, because that one just took all the fucking wind out of the sails right there. We had pretty good comedy going on for a while there, and then all of a sudden it was just like, I could hear the audience go, oh, change the channel. Oh, man.
Shit.
Those of you still with us, thank you. You're troopers.
Should we move on to the 10 of the whiniest ever first world problems?
Sure.
All right. Number 1. Got my wife pregnant. Now I have no one to drink with.
Not if you're okay with having a water baby.
That is true. Hey, just because it's a retarded baby doesn't mean I'm not going to love it.
Please drink responsibly.
The second whiniest first world problem: if my ripped jeans keep ripping, I'll need to buy new ripped jeans.
Douchebag.
Number 3: I spent too long taking a picture of my plate. Now my food is cold. Everybody on Twitter.
You are another douchebag.
Don't you love that when people are sitting there like, I gotta get that. No, let me get the soda placed perfectly to juxtapose my burger with my sweet potato fries.
I've never been with somebody like that.
And then I gotta put this on my Instagram.
Because they would hate me if I'd keep like just bumping the table and rattling shit, and
eating shit off their plate. No, I had to fry. It's a metaphor.
I would do it just to fuck with them. I can't stand people like that. Are you fucking kidding me? Nobody cares what you're eating.
But what if I want to take a picture to put it on Yelp when I write my review?
Once again, nobody fucking cares. Actually, there are a lot of people, but they should not care. I don't. I just want to take a second on this one. Okay. I do not understand our generation and the generations behind us.
Yeah.
In the aspect of, why the fuck do you think that your thoughts are so important that every single one of them needs to be noted and immortalized?
I agree. It's like our society and the technology has made our generation, the generations after us, so narcissistic.
Yes.
And then so mindless to boot.
I actually was thinking about doing it because when I said that to a group of Leah's friends the one time, because a bunch of them are big on the social networks, they were talking about this new one, and I can't remember what the name was. I think you've told me about it once or twice.
Vine?
The one where you just pictures. There's no words or anything.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Oh, but I guess.
It was the Instagram, right?
Or I don't know. It's like a fucking
upload photos.
Yeah, it's like a Twitter thing where it's Instagram. No words. It's just pictures.
Yeah, Instagram. Because they have Vine, which is a 10-second video.
Oh, okay.
That's the new phrase.
couple of her friends post a bunch of pictures on there, and they were telling me that I should join because they were like, yeah, we've got a bunch of pictures of you and Leah on there. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. There's pictures of me all over the place. Benton County has a couple of them. But I'm just saying, I really don't give a shit to go look at other people's pictures all day long. And then they were, well, you should do the Twitter with us and blah, blah, blah. I'm sitting there going, you really do not want to know my thoughts. I mean, seriously, I say what I say, but if you actually get to give me a text form where I'm just going to be able to throw something back at you because I'm going to get like doo-doo, doo-doo,
But
doo-doo.
luckily, there's only 160 some characters.
Oh, yeah, but I could just imagine
keep tweeting.
Fucking right I would. Just to prove my point that it's ridiculous. Like, seriously. Taking a shit. First one's out.
Oh, you'd be so unfollowed.
Wiping
instantly.
it up, boss.
Wiping it up. Making poo.
Yep. I can't understand why everybody wants to do that kind of stuff, but
Yeah.
I almost want to do it just ironically to do that kind of, just to have somebody be like, it is kind of annoying, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. So number 4, there isn't any food. There's just a bunch of ingredients to make food.
Oh,
That's a first world problem, sir.
yeah, it is.
How about number 5? I can't eat ice cream while in the convertible because my hair keeps whipping in it.
Sons of bitches.
These are so dumb. My insulated travel mug works so well, my coffee won't cool down to a comfortable drinking temperature.
I hate when that happens.
That's a tough problem. Number 7, my neighbor received my UPS package, so now we need to socialize when I come home.
I understand that.
You got that first world problem?
No, actually, I like my neighbors.
Yeah, I was going to say you always invite the old lady over.
Yeah, and Mike.
Yeah. All right, number 8. I have to quit playing video games so I can go have sex with my girlfriend. That is a tough fucking first world problem to have.
Oh, no, it's not. You can always come back to the video game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm not a video gamer at all, so I mean, I really don't sympathize with like having to quit playing video games to have sex. But if you have that issue, like you're doing something you love to go do something you should love more, that's a pretty good life you're leading.
Fucking right,
You're not getting beheaded in fucking some African country.
If those are your biggest problems throughout
Yeah.
the day is going sex or video,
That's
I mean,
why
come
they're
on,
first
I'm on level 30.
That's why there's their first world problems.
I do play video games and I could give a shit less. I have never gotten the kind of satisfaction out of completing a video game as I have gone, "Hi-ya!" and it's done.
Yeah, from completing an orgasm.
Yep.
That is very true.
Although I've never gotten that sweaty playing video games either.
Oh, yeah, with the Wii. Just Dance.
Yeah.
You can build up a pretty good froth.
I don't have a Wii.
Oh, I love Just Dance, just so you know. All right, number 9. I still haven't seen anyone I know naked on the internet. I haven't seen anyone I know naked on the internet.
You know, I was just actually trying to think of that myself, and I can't think of anybody that I...
Yeah. I mean, I have videos, and there are videos of me floating around. I don't think they're on the internet. I hope not, because nobody would see that, so it wouldn't matter. But I don't have... Nothing's been posted. But do you own or have sex tapes in circulation?
Not in circulation. I have one from when I was actually more prime suspect. Like, I was a little more fit.
So you and the wife before she was the wife, or some nameless, faceless hua? And what is this video titled?
It was somebody you know.
Ooh. You're not going to disclose it on the podcast?
I don't have it anymore, so I don't know where the hell it is, and I'm pretty sure she doesn't have it, but it was out in Avon. And there's a video of me getting head. And then she gave me a booby job, too.
Nice.
I was pretty happy about it.
I would be, too. That is pretty legit.
And the best part about it was that was like when they first started coming out with those handy cam things. No, it's rules, not the dad cams.
Yeah.
And people that are younger than us aren't going to know what the fucking dad cam is anymore.
But it's the big shoulder mount.
Yeah, the one that actually had a VCA or VCR cassette tape that you would put in the side of it. It looked like a fucking old school VCR
with a lens on.
Yeah, like a player with a handle and a lens and an eyepiece.
Google VCR player.
Well, Google dad cam and it probably comes up. It was the fucking.
Let us see if it does.
That was the term that everybody used back then, but that's when those handy cams first started to come out, and she actually had it and set it up on the edge of the futon and started going to town. And it was just like, yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, I don't know if, because she gave me a copy, and I don't know if she kept one or not, but...
Actually, when you Google dad cam, it doesn't pop up with what we're talking about.
Really?
Unfortunately.
That's stupid.
Yeah. Oh, it has a drawing.
A drawing?
Yeah, like, February 25th, Madcap Theater.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, dad cam. I wonder if that's the name of a band. It is. Sweet. It's a good name for a band.
Especially if you do, like, classic rock.
You get a lot of Cam Newton photos.
Cam Newton. That was the only one that I had.
Yeah.
No, wife would never let me do that. Mm-mm.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah, I doubt the current girl would.
God, she was fucking so self-conscious that we had to have sex in the closet just because it was blackout for a while. I'm kidding about that, but yeah, she like did not like the lights on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's one of those chicks. Took me a while to be like, no, I want to see what I'm doing this time.
Yeah. See,
do you realize the reason that you go not there?
Yeah. That what was it last Saturday? I had no problem with that. Fucking went to Warner Beach. Dude, that was so... I cannot believe we did that. When we were joking about that when we were at the Eagles Club with you and Leah.
Mm-hmm.
Me and the girlfriend joking, oh, we're going to go skinny dipping. I was drunk when we left there. She was sober. She was down with it. We drove all the way to Clearwater. Went out there. Skinny dipped. Is it Warner Lake?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know what body of water. I just knew it was Warner Beach. I haven't been out there in like 10, 15 years.
No, I haven't been out there in a long time either. Any different?
No, a little nicer. Like they put up a pretty nice shelter.
No.
But it was in the middle of the night. It was probably like 1 in the morning. We were out there. Oh, that water was cold. But then,
Just you were in the water?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, wasn't as good because, well, I mean, we figured out we're going to have to bring some oil-based lubricant.
Yes.
Because, fucking in the water isn't that great. But, yeah, we fucked in the water once, and then we fucked on the beach another time to make it all copacetic.
And got sand everywhere.
No, we had towels. It was legit.
That's great.
Yeah, and then went home. Went to bed. It was such a weird fucking turn of events from just sitting at the Eagles Club having beers, listening to Free Jukebox with like 5 people in the bar.
Yeah.
To all of a sudden driving 20 minutes to go skinny dipping. That's the first time I've ever had sex outdoors. I've had sex in a hospital. I mean, I've had sex everywhere, it seems, except for outdoors. Indoor, many buildings. Many buildings. Have you ever done it outdoors?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're like, my first time was outdoors. That's how much of a pro I am.
Yeah, my first time was in a cabin porch.
Hey. That's kind of outdoors.
Yeah.
Right? Does that count?
I don't know. I've had sex in tents a lot.
Yeah, I've never had tent sex either.
You know, it's kind of funny, because especially if you have an air mattress, because then if she's on top bouncing, like, you can feel the air mattress flexing, and it's actually kind of giving you a little motion with it. It's kind of strange.
It gives a
hammock is awesome.
But you're going to have weird lines everywhere.
No.
No?
I don't care, because
had sex,
basically what I did was I had her go widthwise on it, and just pulled it back and
Oh,
forth.
you were standing on the ground?
Yes.
It's a sex swing.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Because then she can go on and like grab the one edge and then put her knees in there.
Nice.
Yeah, you can just swing her back and forth like that. It's fucking sweet.
The girlfriend has a hammock, she was telling me.
Nice.
That she needs a place to hang it up. I should tell her to hang it up in my apartment.
I see this going very wrong. You should definitely get that one on tape. I will loan you my camcorder if you need it.
Nah, just get it on the iPhone.
I
want to get it on the iPhone so the NSA sees it too.
So they got something to break up their monotonous day with.
Exactly.
Oh
my god. Oh, that'd be great. I might be able to pull this off because she is moving into a house, I think, next month.
There you go.
So, little backyard. It's way off. It's if you keep going past Riverside, down that same road where it gets in that development that's pretty much like in the middle of nowhere, and that's all that there's there.
We looked at a lot of houses back there.
Yeah, because she's moving in with a friend of hers in their at the house. So there's a pretty nice house, actually. But sad thing is her friend's Puerto Rican, so no boys can stay overnight. So I'm not allowed to spend the night.
That's hilarious.
I know. Because she's Puerto Rican. And she's got family values.
So she has to get pregnant at his place.
Yep. That's funny. Which I really don't mind.
Oh,
because then I can always have the excuse, well, get it the old doesn't after I wipe it off on her belly. No.
Yeah. No, clean that shit up.
It's so terrible. Oh my god.
Well, who was it? Jeb Bush that just said that they were more fertile people?
That is true. Immigrants are. That is very, very
That's
true.
why they don't let boys stay over.
Well, you know why they are? It's because they're not drinking the fucking water and eating the GMO foods that are known to be flooded with chemicals to sterilize us on purpose. This is on record. The global elite have admitted it. There is a systemic soft kill program going on.
I'm cool with that because I don't plan on having kids anyway.
I know, but that's what I'm trying to say. Jeb Bush is right because they're not imbibing all the crap that they're feeding us to make us sterile. That's why they're more fertile, because they're closer to nature. They basically want us to be like bionic robots, essentially, just mindless drones. Like that's why they have the zombies are so prevalent in the modern culture these days, because they want us to be like the zombie.
That's right, because next go around I get to be one of the rich guys.
You're subscribing a little too hard to the meek shall inherit the earth prophecy.
Yep,
I guess,
exactly. No, it's the 10th one you get the 11th free, right?
Nice. Yeah.
I've been a peasant for long enough, man.
Exactly. Did you see that the FEMA signed a contract with Russia to have Russians patrol America?
Mm-hmm.
I knew they killed Patrick Swayze for a reason.
Huh? He would not have allowed this.
No. They gave him the cancer.
Wolverines!
Exactly. But Red Dawn is coming. Beyond the joke of it, that is pretty... I mean, you've already spit in the face of posse comitatus when you let the military do checkpoints, like DWI checkpoints. Mm-hmm. Highly against...
The only time that the military should be used is martial law, and that is actually Constitution.
Exactly. And that's thrown away. And now they're hiring outside mercenaries, essentially. Because I thought that was going to be the one safeguard against total tyranny, was when you could actually look the cop in the face and be like, I'm a part of your community. I could be your brother. Mm-hmm. I could be your father. I could be your son. And they probably are in the crowd behind me, sir. Mm-hmm. Do you really want to open fire? But now, if you got Ruskies doing it, they'll be like, yeah.
Goodbye, comrade.
Exactly. So it's just, that to me is just, I think that's just terrible. And I don't know where this is going. as a nation? Are they gonna what all the conspiracy theorists are saying, or do you think that's gonna happen? Or you're gonna get rounded up into a FEMA camp?
All I'm saying is I'm glad I'm living now. Because the generations behind us are going to have a lot of weird shit happen.
Exactly. Do you think it's going to be like a dystopian kind of future that everybody like describes in movies, like 1984?
I don't know.
Kind of that way now with your Kinect being able to look through walls and do facial recognition with the Wi-Fi. That's fucked up. Where it's on record now that it is a spying device, the Xbox Kinect. And people are just like, yeah, come on, I want to pay $600 for that.
Nope.
That's the sad thing. And even with like your smartphone, most of the price is all of the spying technology that they install into it. You basically pay to be electronically tethered.
Yeah, PlayStation has that thing too, the motion sensor one, and I will be damned if I get that thing.
Yeah, and goddamn, and we're so complacent to the slavery. Like, yeah, sign us up into our own bondage. Sad. Not
only sign us up, but I will pay you for the actual product and then a monthly fee for the product as well.
That just made me even more sick.
But you know what I mean? I will continuously pay you so that you can have the option of looking at everything I do. That's why I like to masturbate to porn on my phone. That way, if the NSA ever dials up my number, they're going to be like, oh, not again! Jesus Christ. When he's using it, that's all it is.
And I hold it perfectly so the front camera sees my vinegar strokes and the back camera sees the jerkin.
Goddamn right. And I do have it on the widescreen, too.
Why? You don't need that.
Just so they can see it all. I don't care if I need it or not. I got it and use it. Panoramic. I want to set the scene. Let me paint the picture for you. I am in my bathroom, pants around my ankles, and that's what they get to see. I even like to stand up to let them see it go into the toilet.
Hop onto the log, Spermies.
Exactly.
You might survive.
No, I just think that's hilarious. But the funny part about it is, unlike most people, I just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's not that I think that... I mean, if you're like somebody who's actually on the run or anything like that, and you keep your phone, you're a fucking moron.
And that's the funniest part, like where how they said that with the Snowden thing.
Yeah.
Oh, he's disclosing secrets that are, hurting the national security because terrorists go under the assumption that they're not being listened to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jesus Christ, all you have to do is
they have Al Jazeera, isn't that their fucking channel?
Yeah.
They know you're watching. If you got a satellite, you can pick it up, damn it.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the Al Jazeera bought up Al Gore's TV station.
No, it's a subdivision of Al Jazeera. Like, Al Jazeera is owned by the conglomerate that owns his now.
I see. And he's not Hezbollah?
I don't know. Man, bear, pig.
Man.
But no, I think that's funny though, because I mean, seriously, in media, aren't you supposed to have all bases covered? So how can you be mad at a media company for owning a media station on their side as well?
That is true.
That's just, to me, it's funny when people lump shit in like that. That just shows the American ignorance for business, even though we call ourselves a capital state.
Yeah, exactly.
We let every business do whatever the hell they want unless it has something to do with something we dislike. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, them there's Al-Qaedans! I just think it's hilarious. But God forbid anybody tell you to stop smoking in a bar. Because then, oh my God, you are taking away my right to kill everybody in this building along with me. It just makes no sense. The priority levels that the country have, in my eyes, are just funny to begin with. So when I look at stuff like this on, they can spy on my camera. Well, if they want to look at my fat ass all day long, I don't give a shit. They can do that anyway, because on average, the average American city dweller, I should say, if you live in a city, better way to say it, you're on camera for hours a day to begin with.
Exactly. Every time you move publicly, you're basically on camera.
So it doesn't make any difference whether the camera's in my pocket or whether the camera's on every single corner. I'm still on fucking camera. The only time I'm not on camera is when I'm in my house. And then I make it my camera. Oh, yeah.
Those are two-way mirrors, everybody.
Yeah, I have Leah follow me around with the camera thinking it's like a reality show, and I just spout what I want.
You should do that. You should have like a website where you just have a 24-hour stream.
Why?
Because you just said you do.
You know, the funniest part about that is if I had a 24-hour stream in my house, literally all they would hear is swearing.
Fuck.
Because I couldn't have one in my office with the job that I have, but they would just, literally, what they would hear is, "Are you fucking kidding me, you stupid piece of shit?" Like, that's all they'd hear.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And then the best part is then when I'm like on my break or something and I come down and I start playing a game, I play the Call of Duty a lot on my break because it's almost perfect because one of the games, if you get in, is 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
So it gives me enough time to refill my drink, play a game, let some aggression out. And Leah thinks it's funny because every single time I play that game, there's like 2 or 3 phrases that I say. "That's what, bitch?" I say that all the time. Or I'll go, "You fucking kidding me?"
That's all you say.
Yeah, those are like the 2 phrases I got. Is "That's what's up, bitch." It's funny.
Like the old school sports games where the announcers would have like 3 phrases they would say.
Yeah, exactly.
He had one mustard on that for a big old foot long.
Yeah, that's all it would be.
That is great.
Or me staring at my fish.
Well, bottom line, fuck the NSA.
And we completed the circle.
Exactly. Well, and that should complete the podcast. Until next time, this is Jake Jelinski.
Sam Regner.
Come the revolution!